Rudolf Hess was very proud of his position in Auschwitz, and he used to invite people over for weekends and for holidays to his house. And he had a guest book. And he used to ask the people to sign in the guest book. And I have here the guest book of Rodolfes Hess.
This is the actual guest book.
Exactly.
Of the man who ran Auschwitz-Birkenau.
Correct. And he used to ask people to sign in. So you can see different handwritings, right? Different people are writing. But this caught my eye, and what this person wrote, we can't tell whose signature it is, but it's one of his guests who said that he wants to thank him for the nicest vacation he and his family ever had. That's crazy, again, thinking about what's happening on the other side of the fence.
Yeah. Literally a few yards away.
Absolutely, absolutely. You sit there, you walk there, and someone else in the book said, "Thank you for the incredible tour you gave me of the camp," which means these people knew.
They knew.
They knew, they saw, and again, you can't be in his house and not smell, because the gas chambers are here.
I'm sure there were some screams too. That's
absolutely. I said you can see, you can hear, and you can smell.
It's pure evil.
Absolutely. So the person who found this is Lily Jacobs. It was the end of the war. The Jews, the people from her camp were taken out on the death march, and she was left behind because she was very, very sick, and it was clear that she'll die within the hours. Once everybody left and only the Muslims, the extremely sick Jewish people were left behind, they went into offices trying to look for some clothes to put on, maybe to find something to eat. And when she opened one of the closets, she pulled out what looked like a blanket or a jacket that she could put on herself, and with it fell out a book. When she opened the book, she was shocked to see a picture of her rabbi. She continued looking through the album, and she found a picture of herself, of her two younger brothers, and other people from her community. Now these, we call them the Canada Commando, that was their name, that was the special commando they were working at, tried to save as many Jews as they could. What did they know? They knew that a young mother holding a baby will be immediately sent to the gas chambers. They knew that older people are also immediately sent to the gas chambers. Young women might be sent to a labor camp and might somehow survive. It's wartime, I have to go to work, but they will not hurt the older people, the children, so I will give my child to my mother, and I will see them at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the war. So we can see in this picture, this young woman taking a right. These two young women also taking a right. These two young women taking a right. But if we look,
one way led to the gas chambers and death, and the other way went to slave labor.
Exactly. So they're young enough, they can go to slave labor. But in this picture, do you see what she's holding?
A baby.
A baby. She's going the other way. She's taking a left. Now this album ends with the horrible pictures of the gas chambers and the crematorium. So we began this album with an entire community, and we finished this album with the ashes. And that's what Hitler and the Nazis wanted to do to the Jewish people, to the entire Jewish people. At the years of the war, we didn't have a Jewish state, I presume, and I want to believe that if we would have had a Jewish state, we wouldn't be standing here talking about a Holocaust. And we're saying very proudly, in the names of the victims, all of them, those who survived and those who were murdered, Am Yisrael Chai. And we are here to stay.